Good morning from a very rainy Kyle Street in the north of Glasgow centre. So today I'm going to show you Kyle Street, North Hanover Street, Dobbies Loan, and then I'm going to go up to the North East Active Travel Route, NEATR. Right, so this is the junction between Milton Street and Canal Street. As you can see, we've completed that part, the rain gardens there. We move further down, I will show you. So where they're working just now, the cycle lane's going to be there, and then across on that side, it's going to be a shared pavement, which it is just now, and that takes you up to the, underneath the motorway bridge and up towards the canal. Just for your information, that's the dropped curb where you'll join the pavement here to mingle with pedestrians and all this pavement clutter. So I'm now just at this junction of Kepochill Road and Carlisle Street, and the cycle lane stops there, but the inner north network will go on Kepochill Road and along Carlisle Street, which is behind me, which is the way I'm going to go just now. Yeah, so the cycle lane is going to be on the opposite side from where I am just now, so it's not a hassle to anybody. And there won't be any objections to that. And the good thing about this is there's a possibility that it will help to clean up and make this public space at the other side of the road from here a nicer place to hang out. I do see a lot of potential in that wee nook. Yeah, the only objection I can see for putting a cycle lane on that side of the road is that lots of people use it to dump their cars here during the day. So that eventually turns into Finlass Street, and then it joins onto Kepochill Road, which we're on just now, connecting to the cycle network here. Yeah, so the cycle lane will come up Hawthorn Street and join on here at Atlas Street, I can't remember. And then there's going to be a wee bit, see where that footpath is, it comes up to this road. There's a wee link there to this street, and then this street, which is Campsie Street, the hill up there, and that connects to the North East active travel route. So there's no filters on this road, but there's no through traffic there, it's kind of closed off. Anytime I've been on this road, it's been relatively quiet. And I'm always knackered because you've got to climb quite a lot of hills to get to this point on the network. So yeah, Campsie Street takes us out here onto Broomfield Road, Wallacewell Road, and then further along Northgate Road. So the 3 roads that I mentioned there, and then you add on Red Road to that, that's 4 roads, streets, whatever you want to call it. It's part of this North East active travel route. I made a video about this area 2 years ago, create a link up the top there, and that was talking about how this is an isolated piece of the network. There was no network at that point, but it's starting to be built now. The plans have been released, so where I've came along there is connecting to the north of Glasgow, and then further down Broomfield Road, when the inner north network gets created, whenever that may be, then it'll be connected to the full network properly on segregated cycle lanes in the future. I can see that being about 5 or 6 years away, the way that things are going just now. So let's head along Wallacewell Road and check that out. I'm more interested to see the floating bus stops that are getting created and the Northgate Road, because there's something quite interesting happening there. So the last time I was here making a video, this was still a roundabout, and now it's a dedicated junction. I think you call it a Cyclops junction. Up here, this is where I'm interested in just now, Northgate Road. Pretty sure I'm getting that right. Let's take a cycle up there and talk about what we see. So we've got this segregated cycle lane, car parking there. Somebody's dumped their car. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt because it's not been finished and the marked bays haven't been put in place. Another hill. Look at that. The thing about this is there's plenty of space on this cycle lane, on this road to put a cycle lane. Could have put a bi-directional on one side and cars on the other. It's a dual carriageway. Nice floating bus stop. So that's me at the top, out of breath. If you're going to start cycling in Glasgow, you're going to get fit in no time, that's for sure. So, ends here, just going to cross over and head back down. This all looks great. And look at this, these orcas have had an upgrade. Look at that. That orca's got a reflector on it. Nice. So this was built years ago. I need to check on Google Maps to see if they've added the floating bus stops, but such a high standard. Basically this is going to be the blueprint for how the Glasgow network, city network's constructed. So now we're going to head along towards Broomfield Road and down to see how that's going to connect to the inner north network. And although we're talking about soft segregation here, when you get to the exit and entrances of junctions, you've got this wee bit here, which will probably have a bollard on it. That bus will hit one day. It's exciting stuff. Yeah, so going to kind of end the video there. Quite enjoyed coming up to this part of Glasgow again, seeing the progress here. Quite excited about Northgate Road, Wallacewell Road, floating bus stops, and the way they're kind of segregating the traffic for the cycle lane. I'm now going to head down towards Royston Road. Yeah, so the proposed plan is to carry on all the way down Broomfield Road, round the roundabout, still on Broomfield Road, along to this junction at Royston Road. And there's where they're building the new prison. I think it's called Her Majesty's Prison Glasgow, because Berlini is well outdated. So, there's a bi-directional cycle lane on the other side of the road there. Well, it's covered now because they're using that space for the building works entrance. So we just need to get past this junction. God, they're only half digging it up, look at that. This is another part of where the North East Active Travel route is going to join on to the Inner North network and the Glasgow City network as a whole. Bus stop up there, I'm going to hit that because it's starting to belt in. I think it was actually just a wee tiny bit of a shower. So, I think I've spoken enough today. I'm going to head home now, but thanks for watching. See you next time. Remember to like and subscribe. Thank you to my Patreons. You know who you are. You've supported me for so long. I love yous. And all that's left to say is thanks for watching. See you next time.